LGBTQ resource offices have been central parts of, or being developed as central parts of campus communities across the country for the last decade. And we know that these centers offer essential services, support services, educational opportunities about what it means to be lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, or queer on a college campus. And so these are, in the same way that women's centers or multicultural centers have for many years promoted a particular set of folks, the things there are to celebrate and the issues that particular populations face. The LGBTQ Center or Resource Office does a similar thing for a different population. So this office has three main focuses. We are an office devoted to education, to advocacy, and to community building. So I think of everything we do in this office as fitting into one of those categories. We are building on a strong foundation that was laid by students, faculty, and staff long before I got here. So Outsource, for example, a student-led resource center that was in the basement of the Student Center, was absorbed into my office. So I'm now able to offer a community space in the same way that Outsource did, but in an expanded way. And with a full-time staff, I'm able to offer many, many more services than Outsource was. Another example of one of those foundation-laying groups was the LGBTQ Task Force. That was a task force that was formed by Vice President J.J. Jackson, my first boss. And in incorporating that group, I'm getting more faculty and staff voices. I'm able to work with a ready-made group of allies across campus to do something that in many ways would take institutions who didn't have these organizations before much, much longer, because I already have those contacts. I already have, I've had boots on the ground in many ways doing this important work for a while. This new office is an expansion of what the Office of Institutional Diversity has been after for a long time. We all know that studies show us, and we know from the many great programs that already exist within OID, that culturally complicated environments are a benefit for everyone. So the office is important not only in addressing and creating spaces for diverse conversations about gender identity and sexuality. Everyone at UK has a gender identity and sexuality. But it's also creating new ways to complicate our understandings of what it means to be a wildcat in some healthy, helpful ways. And so by being able to have a new institutionalized office with resources devoted to highlighting these particular experiences around gender identities and sexualities, we're able to, I think, grow as a campus. We're able to understand more deeply some really central folks on campus who, for a long time, and in many ways, are quite marginalized. We're a campus that is not only updating its residence halls, that is currently in the process of creating what will be one of the most spectacular student centers in the country, but we are combining those efforts with making sure that we really are leaders in inclusivity.